everybody, and welcome back to our island. If you are new here, we love to talk about anime and manga on this channel. Feel free to subscribe if you're thirsty. So today we are going to take a look at probably the worst otaku quiz I've seen in my entire life. Like, I know it's a way of life and I know it's a stereotype, but do you really have to be rude about it? Just take a guess about who you think I'm talking about today. That's right, guys. We are talking about the villain of media, Buzfeed. Except Buzfeed has never made it on the top 10 anime villains list. I'm not gonna lie, I took a peek at the questions and I realized this might actually turn out to be sort of a show and tell type of thing, kind of a Q&A. Except the questions really suck and they don't really make any sense. So this BuzzFeed quiz is titled as, how much of an anime otaku are you? And straight away we're jumping into an unavailable image. What image do you guys think was here? I'm gonna go with either Edward or maybe even Bible Black. Metamorphosis. Could you imagine the head executive being like, I don't think we want Bible Black on our website. Comment below what you guys think was here. I'm very interested in knowing what you think. Maybe it was something actually offensive that kind of fit too much into the stereotype. That is what I would guess. How much of an anime otaku are you? Click on all the questions, which you can honestly answer yes. Alright, simple enough. I can do that. I'm an otaku, I'm not an idiot. Alright, first question. Do you get upset when people call Japanese animation cartoons? Honestly, yes. And it's kind of in the same instance where people would never ever call Disney films cartoons. They're completely different. But if you were to call One Piece a cartoon or Dragon Ball Z a cartoon, you might actually get punched in the face, especially if you're at an anime con. Like, I'd never actually get defensive about it, but I'd be like, no. Let me educate you. Alrighty, class, let's turn to page 60 and view the most handsome man alive. Look at him. He doesn't have to be real. It's fine. Do you commonly use words like nani and baka, even though you can't speak Japanese? No, actually I do not. Baka. But here's the thing. I studied Japanese, and I think it's rude to assume that otakus don't. A lot of otakus I know study Japanese, whether they can just read hiragana, katakana, maybe they don't know a whole lot of kanji. I think they're really trying to paint a picture here that otakus are genuinely stupid. How do you talk to your waifus if you don't know Japanese? Have you learned all the Japanese you know from watching anime? No, I actually studied abroad in Japan, and before that I studied Japanese for a full year. My program, admittedly, was really slow. So no, I did not learn all my Japanese from anime, I learned it from Duolingo. Can you name 3 or more Japanese anime companies? What does that even mean? Animation studios? I'm assuming. I mean, there's IG, Bones, Kyoto Animation, just off the top of my head. Those are like the 3 that I would name, I guess. But Japanese anime companies, I mean, there's also production companies like Shonen Jump. There's also manga companies like Kodansha. There's also merch companies like Animate, which isn't a merch company, it's a distributor, but still, you know what I mean. Do you name your computer after an anime character? Is that a thing? Like, am I being totally ignorant and rude for not knowing that people sometimes name their computers? Because I have never in my life named my computer. I can't even think of a good name for a computer. Like maybe Kurisu for a computer name? Because Steins Gate is a sci-fi anime, but that's... What? I'm curious to know, did any of you guys actually name your computer, and what did you name it? I've never heard of that before. Comment below if you have. Did I name a pet after an anime character? Okay, don't tell my family this. My rabbit's name is Aki. Now, the reason why I wanted to name her Aki is because she was adopted in autumn, and autumn is Aki in Japanese. And the kanji is beautiful when you break down the particles, or whatever the particles equivalent is in Japanese for kanji. It reads as fire tree, and that's just the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. But I was inspired by 2 names, and that's Haru and Aki. Haru, I believe, is from Free, and I just love that name. And Aki is the nickname of the main girl in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and her design has to be some of the best I've seen ever, period. So yes, I took inspiration from anime to name my rabbit. But it's such a good name, little Aki-Poo. Did you first discover anime through Toonami? Alright. See, something you need to know about me is that I grew up extremely poor. I grew up without cable, which means I did not have Toonami. What I did have, though, was 4Kids. And that is like the bootleg version of Toonami. It's not good. They edited it really badly. The voice acting is awful, but it's something. Have you ever sat and watched anime for 10 or more hours straight? Let me tell you about high school, man. Have you ever gone to Japan with the sole intention of buying anime-related goods? I think every single person would be lying if they said their only intention of going to Japan is just to buy stuff. We should all just rent a private jet and go to Japan. I would love that. If I had the money, I'd buy the next private jet and just put all my subscribers on it and we would all go to Japan. 100%. But I grew up extremely poor. But no, my sole intention of going to Japan was not just to buy manga or merch or anything like that. But I did buy a lot. And I do not regret a single thing. I think I spent like $2,000 in the first 2 weeks I was in Japan. The next 4 months were harsh. Have you ever considered moving to Japan to make it easier to obtain anime-related goods? Have I ever considered it? I mean, it's been a reason why I've considered moving to Japan. Not gonna lie. I think that might be similar with a lot of people who go to Japan who also watch anime. Of course they think about all the stuff they can buy in Japan. I mean, they'll put anime characters on like bags of chips or cans of coffee. You just can't miss it. And yeah, I miss that. I miss being able to go buy a bag of chips with High School DxD on it, okay? I miss that. Do you own any imported original format anime? I actually did end up buying a digital copy of Fate, and I don't know if that would be included in this. I will say though, I will show you my Japanese manga, gladly. So this is my copy of the first volume of Detective Conan, first volume of Haikyuu. I wish I got all of Haikyuu when I was there. That was also $4. And then there's this one. I don't know why I got it, but they gave me a cover for it because it's a romance novel. Oops, look at me being an uncultured swine. Oh, okay, all right. It's just a collection of love stories, but yeah, I don't know why I was really given a cover for this one. Maybe the lady was like, this foreigner does not know how embarrassing this book actually is. But it's not really that embarrassing, so. I think I would be lenient on this one for me and just say yes, because I imported my own goods. Do you own any manga? If you've seen any of my videos, then you know that I have manga. Actually, guess what I'm using for my tripod now? That's right, One Piece manga, because look at how thick those boys are. Do you collect manga just because it is pretty and not to read it? Are there really otakus out there who have a manga collection and don't read a single book? Is that what you're trying to ask me? I mean, I do have one manga that... Let me just show you. Okay, it took me forever to find this book because it is literally just collecting dust. But when my sister went to Germany, she got me a manga, but I have never read it because... Go figure, it's in German. Long story short, she bought me a horror manga and did not know. I love it though. I love having manga in different languages. Do I own any stuffed toys of anime characters? So I already gathered a lot of my merch that I bought in Japan. Here he is. I've never taken him out of the plastic. I forgot what these are called. He looks so mad. But look at how cute he is. Do I have an anime-related calendar hanging on my wall? No. Time to conquer all of India. I love how these questions went from, are you rich enough to afford an anime product that's over $150? Or do you pay for bootleg stuff? I mean, you can only be one of the two. Have you ever seen Sailor Moon? I have seen Sailor Moon. Do you think it is the best anime ever produced by human beings? I'm sorry, what now? Have you seen Attack on Titan? I have. Do you think it is the best anime ever produced by human beings? Have you ever seen Neon Genesis Evangelion? Yes. Do I think it's the, oh my god, stop asking this dang question. I'm so done with it. Just for funsies, I think I'm gonna click on one of these to be my best out of the 3. And I'm gonna give that to Attack on Titan. Do you own any J-pop CDs? I actually do not, because I have a Spotify account. Ooh. Have you ever created an anime music video? Actually, I have. Back when Windows Movie Maker was the only thing you could create on. Just gonna, there you go. Thanks, Mom. Do you have a favorite character in anime whose perfection you will defend to the death? Bakugo, no. I would never defend Bakugo, to be completely honest. I would defend Hinata to the end. He's a sunflower, he is a ray of sunshine, and he's a tangerine. How are any of those things wrong? Huh? Are you a member of an anime club? I am my own anime club. Are you the president of an anime club? Have you ever cosplayed? I have cosplayed. I cosplayed yesterday, actually. Can you recognize any seiyuu visually? I can always recognize Ayumu, who voices Hinata, and also Yuki Kaji, who voices Eren Yeager, and he voices a few others, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And then Okamoto, who voices Nishinoya, Bakugo, and Karma, and a bunch of others. He is famous now. Have you ever described yourself or someone else by comparing them to an anime character? Connor kind of reminds me of the robot monkey from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Have you ever seen an anime fandub parody? Yes. I've also technically done my own. Also, I'm still trying to plan a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged party. I want to do it so badly. Have you ever been involved in the translation of a fan sub? I have not, and I will not. Thank you very much. What if this is just an interview to hire on one of those poorly paid Crunchyroll translators? Have you ever moved to Japan in an attempt to break into the anime or manga industry? No, though I will say I got scouted for a modeling agency there and also auditioned for a TV show in Japan. And I kind of got a job offer, but I was like, I'm not here for that. And I played myself. Will you watch any anime you come across no matter what the content? Do I look like an animal to you? For some reason, that just sounds so primitive. Like, I equate that to a dog eating anything. No, I will not watch any anime, and if they knew anything about the categories of anime, they would know why I'm gonna say no to this. Have you ever been fired from your job, dumped by a significant other, or completely abandoned by your family because of your obsession with anime? Dude, take a chill pill. Real life isn't an anime. People judge me wherever I go, and I feel like the last thing they judge me for is the fact that I really like anime. It's more of the personality of the fandom. That and also how you treat the fandom. No one's gonna judge you by the fact you like anime, and I just recently realized that. But if you treat it like it's a godsend, or it's all you talk about, or you just constantly want to shove in people's faces, yeah, it's gonna get annoying. It's the same with reverse roles. If someone wants to shove sports in my face, I'd be like, look, I only know like volleyball, and I know a little bit about baseball, and that's all. How do I get my results? Hello? Okay, so I went through and gave my answers again, and I still did not get a result. So not only am I disappointed, but I'm kind of agitated. I'm gonna try this again another day, and if for some reason it loads, I will post my results up here. Anyways, thank you so much for making it this far into the video, and remember, Buzfeed is trash. Is there any questions that you thought were weird, or any questions that you want to answer yourself? Go ahead and do that down below. Socials will also be linked down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!